What's up guys, this is another tutorial brought to you by Hunter McDowell, aka VFXBro. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, afternoon, evening, wherever you're living. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now in today's tutorial, you've probably already seen by the title, yes, we're going to be learning how to make a Luma fade transition effect. Now you may ask why I'm suddenly just doing this transition. Well, if you haven't seen my Facebook video that I uploaded yesterday, then go ahead and watch that. It will be linked below to my Facebook page called McDowell Productions, as well as all my other social media down below, so go ahead and like and follow those. Basically, in this Facebook video, I was doing some scooter tricks and stuff, and I decided to make it a little bit better by adding what we all call it the Sam Kolder Luma fade transition effect. Now, the reason why we call it that is because it was the first time any of us, and why I'm using plurals, because there's a lot of visual effects artists out there and editors have been using this effect because it's cool. But anyways, Sam Kolder is a person who is known for doing travel videos, and his Luma fade transition effect is amazing. So I was inspired by him to do it, and so let's go ahead and get started. You need two clips for this, and let's show them right here. So we're going to go ahead and drag the first one into the composition, and what I like to do first is unlink it because I never want to use the audio unless I absolutely have to. And then I want to trim it to the exact area that I want it to be. Before we do that, you want to make sure you have Adobe After Effects open because we're going to be using After Effects to make the transition. Anyways, so what we're going to do is basically find the area where we want the to start the clip. So maybe about here. So I'm going to hit C on the keyboard, which will bring up the razor tool, which allows us to trim our footage. And so he jumps once like that, and that's me right there. And I'm not really cool at this stuff yet, but still learning. And then let's see if he does another 180. I want that transition to happen when I'm mid-air doing the trick, so it takes a while for me to figure out where that was. Hang on a second. Almost there, and perfect. So I'm going to stop it about here, hit C again, this will bring up the razor tool, then hit V on the keyboard, this will bring up your mouse, and my tabs are all right here. Then I'm going to delete the extra footage that I don't need, bring this in the beginning, and go here, and then I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop my second footage. And I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to unlink it, and then I'm going to delete the audio, and then I'm going to scroll forward here and find, the area I want it to start. Now I'm just going to save time on this tutorial by not really focusing on editing the second clip as much by trimming it and stuff like that. So I'm okay with that. Just real quick here, if you hear my computer making a lot of noise, it's because it's super old and I need to get rid of it soon. That's just a heads up if you guys were wondering. So what I'm going to do is make sure both clips are highlighted, right click, and we're going to replace with After Effects composition. Now as soon as this happens, you're going to need to save it. So I'm just going to do a project tutorial. Because I have a slow computer, I always like to save everything as much as I can by pressing Command S or Control S. Now one thing, if you haven't done the linking process between Premiere Pro and After Effects, is that you cannot create a new composition and then expect it to be in Premiere Pro. You can only add stuff in this linked comp if you want it to pop up in Premiere. Alright? So this is how we have the whole transition effect set up. So what we're going to do is duplicate this, and I'm going to, I'm going to hit enter on my, oh my gosh, sorry guys, I'm going to hit enter on my keyboard and title this Luma fade inverted, and you guys will understand why I titled it inverted later. And I'm going to change it to a blue color, and this will be transition. This will be second clip, and I'm actually going to go then to the frames I want it to start it at. Now last time I did 8 frames and that was too short, so I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit longer by doing 8 times 3, which is 24. So this is going to be a little bit long. I'm going to try and count. Okay, so I'm going to go from 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you remember 15 was last count. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That was on 5, 22, 23, 24. So this is where I want the transition to happen. So I'm just going to press Command Shift D to split that, and it will start right here. And I'm also going to press Command Shift D on this, and we're going to title this normal. I guess we'll make these both blue. And then we want an overlapped layer for the effect to happen this whole time. So we're just going to drag and hold the Shift key so it locks it right in that position, right there. So for 24 frames, the overlapped footage will be happening, and we're going to make this yellow. Alright, now to the fun stuff. What we're going to do is, on the Luma Fade Inverted effect, we are going to add a tint, which you can find in the color correction. This will make it black and white. And then we're also going to add an exposure effect, which is also in color correction. And then for the last color correction is levels. Now for levels, we're going to make it about 81 or 82. That's your preference. And for the exposure, we're already going to keyframe this. Now we want it to start off normal, so we're going to go into the negative zone. Okay, no, we're going to keep it at 0. We don't need to mess with this yet, I forgot. So what you're going to do is, this is the regular colored one, and so we're going to do Luma Inverted Matte. So look, we already have the second footage there, and it's perfect. But we want it to start off with the original clip, the first one. So in order to do that, we need to go in the negative zone and exposure. So I'm going to do -10 because I want everything to be cleared out, everything. So let's go -11, just to make sure, and hit the stopwatch on that. Then go to about 1 frame before it ends, and we're going to go to like +11. Okay, so then we're basically flipping the coin, and we're going to be showing the second footage, if that makes sense. And in order to make it a little bit cleaner, I was going to do 15. So then if I go back here, you can see, voila, that the transition will happen. And I'm going to go to third res so that it loads faster. More Kolder. And hopefully this has worked out to our liking. Okay, so you can see here, it is pretty cool, but it's kind of harsh still. And we can easily fix that, but what I'm trying to show is that the transition happens. So I'm going to go a couple frames forward, and we can see just more depth here and stuff, just to let it see. Okay, so that's pretty cool, but I kind of want to add a little bit of blur to it, so we're going to add a Gaussian blur from just blur and sharpen, not the legacy one. We're going to repeat edge pixels. Now we don't want to go like, we don't want to make it so much like that. We are just going to do a slight blur by adding like 5 to it. And we can see here there is a little bit of difference. I did add 10, so I'll just go ahead and do that. This just helped a little bit. And yeah, the effect is like that, and it's perfect. And then of course we can add our color correction to each of these clips, just to make it more much better. I'm just going to add a slight curves and adjust it like so. Then I'm just going to duplicate this and this. I'm not going to do it too fancy and stuff. And for each of these, I'm also going to add a sharpen effect. I'm not going to add a curves on, actually I will. We're going to do about 20 and copy that again for all these. And yeah, perfect. And then how I added my widescreen bars, I pressed Command Y, added the black solid, then I added my widescreen effect, and this will be for later tutorial to show you guys how to make that widescreen effect. And keep it at 109 for the border, drag and drop above everything, and voila, we have our nice video with the transition effect. Whew, man, I think I did that a little too fast, guys, and I apologize for that, but in the end, we got a really good result. And I just think it turned out great. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and if you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up right now, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm still trying to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark, so please help me out by doing that. And again, check out my social media, guys. I post one Facebook video each week, and they're just really cool. So yeah, and that's pretty cool. I update all my followers on Instagram regularly on stuff. So yeah, again, this was fun, and peace out.